Hello and welcome. This is the New Earth podcast. This is the place where we talk about pretty much everything health and wellness related, but make it practical, make it applicable for our everyday life, okay? Because we want things, or at least I do want things that last in my life. They are here for me to touch and to stay. We don't want lukewarm manifestations, okay? We want the real thing. What we're talking about today is complete realignment, because everything in life is also health related, because you are the channel of this experience that you are living. And what I want to give you on hand today are natural wellness and health habits for your everyday life, okay? First of all, the concept behind what real health actually is and how to attain that, and it's not that hard. And then a couple of things that I integrate in my life that are just life-changing and so easy, so applicable, so easy to access for everybody. And when I wrote this down, I thought I could do this for ages now, because there are so many things that really turn the needle, okay? Things that really change something, have a big impact in your life for your overall beauty, health and well-being. And this is what I'm here for. So nowadays, I feel like we live in such a busy world. And yeah, that's just the way it is, okay? This is how the world looks. But being burnt out is not something to glorify, okay? Your busyness and you not having time for rest at all is not something cool or something that should be glorified in your life or from the people around you, okay? Suffering is not a virtue. Suffering is the most animalistic phase or stage that you can be in. And like, my love, we're not animals anymore. And because everything shifted in life so much, you have the opportunity to live your life in complete harmony. What does that mean? Okay, you can rest and you can be in motion, and I love to be in motion, but to be in motion, like in the right kind of motion, and to really have an impact in the way that you move, you need to rest. You don't need to burn out yourself. I've been there, done that, all of this, okay? But this is not something that has a good look on you, okay? People feel it in your energy. People see it in your face. It's just not nice. And two things that you can ask yourself is, like, for what exactly are you suffering that much? For what exactly, for whom exactly are you grinding like there's no tomorrow? This is so weird. We don't want to interact with anything that needs us to suffer, okay? You can be in motion, you can grind and get your thing on, whatever it is, build your business, do your exercise, do whatever you please, okay? But nobody needs you to suffer. What does it mean to suffer? You create problems that need to be solved, and you can't even solve them because the real problem is not there, okay? Elevate your problems. What is a problem? What is a problem really, and what isn't? But this is a different conversation. So health is a three-way street, okay? Health is in and out. Health comes from the outside and from the inside. Even beauty comes from the outside and from the inside. What do I mean when I say health is a three-way street? Health is mind, body, and soul. And one of the things is pretty much taking the lead, okay? One of these three things, mind, body, and soul, is stronger than the others. You pretty much have a leading partner in these. What is it? Your body, your mind, your soul. Oftentimes it is my mind. I want something in my mind so deeply, and I feel it in my soul as well, okay? This is something that is natural to me. Actually, I should have this, okay? And my mind is plotting out the plan, how I could attain this, but my body needs a little bit. And to get mind and body in sync is the key here, because your body only answers to the strongness of your mind, okay? And what was the problem with me? When my mind wanted something, my body didn't do it. I didn't really want it. I didn't want it enough for my body to go after it, okay? When I need to go after something because a lion is chasing me, I'm just going. I don't even think about it. When you have to freestyle in front of an audience, you just do it without even thinking about it. Even if you were nervous beforehand, that doesn't matter, okay? When you are there, you perform, you do it. This is what we want to have, okay? Get our mind on autopilot on the things that you want. This is a different conversation as well, and I have a video on that. But being on autopilot is nothing wrong. It's just that you are on autopilot on things that are not attainable for you. It's just that you are on autopilot on the things that you don't want, okay? But what if you be on autopilot on the things that you want? Be on autopilot doing your exercise routine. Be on autopilot loving the people around you. Be on autopilot showering every night and do your skincare routine. These are things that you could be on autopilot on. So if you know what's your strongest point in your mind, body and soul relationship, you have to know what's your weak point. And for me, that was my body, because it didn't catch up. And yeah, also my mind incoherence, because it just wasn't strong enough. Everything in health, regarding health and wellness and whatever it is, comes down to 5 pillars. And I call these the 5 pillars of health. What is it? Sleep, exercise, food, creativity, and relationships. And if you have all of these things in kind of optimal range, you are good to go. Nothing can happen to you. I guarantee that, okay? If you want to upgrade things in your life, okay, whatever it might be, exercise routine, your relationships, okay? The way that you eat, the type of things that you eat, whatever it might be, you have to look at something else, and that is your addiction points. And so many people nowadays are addicted to things, or to people, or to whatever kind of dynamic, without even realizing it. And I come from generational addictions of substances, toxic relations, and pretty much self-destruction. And if you are addicted to anything, to your phone, to the relationship that you have with people around you, through friendship dynamics to just drain you, to whatever it might be, whatever you suffer through constantly, you are addicted to, my love, okay? And this may sound so triggering, but it's so true. When I first heard this, it triggered the shit out of me, but it is because I wanted this, because I could not stop. If you're addicted to drama, if you're addicted to staying up so late that your body feels like, what are you doing? Whatever it might be, when I talk about these things, you know exactly what you are addicted to. Like, what is ringing in your mind, okay? What is it? You know it. I knew it for years without changing it, and it got me deeper and deeper and deeper in it. And now I live the life that I never even dreamed of, that I could attain this. It's so much more better than I even imagined for myself. And this is proof for me and for other people. If you started at rock bottom, doesn't matter, okay? You can go somewhere else and without looking back. You don't have to look back. So now we come to the points. The most underrated things that you can do in your life that like changes everything up from day one. And this is it. So we start the day before, because days don't begin in, like, I believe my days do not begin when I wake up, okay? My days begin the night before, and I do a lot of stuff the night before that keeps my, like, a lot of stuff would be dramatic now, but I do certain things that keep me not only going throughout the next day, but make it the most optimal start for me, okay? Everybody has a different kind of life, and every life has a different kind of season in it that you're living in. But every season needs certain things. Whatever season you are living in, okay, you need sleep. And if you're a pregnant mom or a breastfeeding mom or wherever it might be, you need even more sleep. I once read a book around sleep, and I could put that in the description box. It just changed my life in so many ways and made me quit destroying my body pretty much, and also going to sleep so late. I was such a night owl. It just showed in my whole spirit, and I did not want to do that anymore. Sleeping is so important and a key factor in health. And sleeping before midnight is something that I would want for everybody, for every woman. But if you can sleep around 10 p.m. and really sleep around 10 p.m., let it be 11, I don't know where you start, okay? Make it better throughout the weeks and month, but this changes so much. You'll see how much your skin changes, your mood changes, your hair growth enhances, your nails and everything just betters itself. Also around sleep is like part of it is waking up, and waking up at the time that you say you do is so important. This does not only build habits in your body and a routine, like a clock in your body that just knows when to wake up, when to get down to sleep, but it builds trust and confidence in yourself. And if you're lacking with whatever I just mentioned, addiction wise, and this is so common, it's so normal that people do not really talk about this, I feel like, you build the trust and you build the confidence to become a better person. Another thing that I do is I live on tea and vegetable juices, depending on the season that I'm in, okay? Because hydration is key, and drinking herbal teas, sometimes I joke with my husband that I do not really need water during the winter time because I only drink tea like I do now, and I don't care if it's still hot or cold or whatever. It's just good for you, okay? Pick a tea that you like. Pick a variation of teas that you like. Pick a variation of teas that enhance the things in your body that you want or need, okay? Tea is so good for your gut, for your beauty, for anything, okay? It's kind of like easy medicine for your body. And also vegetable juices. I love to drink carrot juice. Nowadays I do this every morning. Also love beetroot juice, especially when I'm having my period. And yeah, okay, so another underrated thing in life, pretty much because everybody's just like doing what they feel like, is an eating schedule, and also fixed meals that you eat for breakfast, lunch and or dinner. I don't care, okay? But have at least 2 meals a day that are fixed. Your body knows what it's getting. It has a variation in it depending on the season that you're in life. If you're a mother, if you're like a single woman, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, trying to conceive, there's so many seasons we women can be in, and every season has an optimal way of eating. And even where you live, if you live in a colder climate, in a very tropical climate, it depends, okay? What is your DNA made of? Are you completely Caucasian? Are you Latino? Are you black? Are you, I don't know what, okay? Where are you from in the area of the world, and where are you living now? And what kind of season are you in right now? Okay, this is so interesting and so much information that you can put inside of your food schedule, okay? This is what I do. This eliminates analysis paralysis. Okay, no more guessing, what can I eat today for breakfast, okay? Have your fixed things and have them in variation, okay? Don't make it boring. I'm not a boring person, and I love culinary, good food. I love to cook. This is one of my passions. But bodily wise, you need consistency and variation without contradicting it both, okay? So be prepared and be ready. Pretty much everything that I'm talking about now is about being ready for the next step and being prepared beforehand. So yes. Another thing, really important, more on the wellness factor, are bodily check-ins. There were times when I needed it more than I needed today. And there were times that I needed to integrate this into my natural thinking more than I needed today, where you have to start. So how are you doing? How are you feeling? Do you feel tense? Scan your body from head to toe. Where are you stuck? And then I ask my body, what do you need now? And whatever comes up, I just do it. This bubble that you're living in, okay, your work and whatever schedule, I don't know, okay? This is the vehicle that you're driving your life through. This is the fountain of everything that you're experiencing, okay? Tend to this first and then tend to the other. And even if you think you can't, okay, why do you want to struggle so badly? You can lay yourself down for 5 minutes, even if you're at work, okay? You can just close your eyes for a minute or two and calm down. And even my daughter does this, okay? When I ask her something, do you want to go do this or whatever? She says, let me just check in my body. And I find this kind of sweet and hilarious too. And she said, I just need to think about it. And then she closes her eyes and then she comes up with an answer. So yes, another thing, the last thing I want to talk about is loving on people daily. Bond with the people around you, however, okay, in any way. If you're giving a loved one a phone call, if you make eye contact with a person walking down the street and smiling at them, whatever kind of contacts you have in your life, okay? Do you live in a family dynamic? Do you live alone? Do you live with, I don't know, whomever? Bond with the people around you. It is so important to turn away from yourself to experience yourself and the other. When you tend to others, you let go of yourself and you really access yourself, your natural self. And also, fun gift, okay, you access the other person, learn about people, be interested in people, and also be a bitch when you need to. But after all, you are a loving person in general, okay? You're not only doing this for them, okay? It is also for you. If you really want to be an egoistical person, okay, only everything for you, then tend to other people as well. This is so important. If you're doing some kind of charity work, okay, you don't even have to be so big about it. Help out, help your neighbors, help your parents, help your, just the people around you. Tend to them, bond with them, love on them, okay? Nothing bad comes out of loving other people. Have a beautiful day.